Dear Professor Asante, welcome at ZEF. You've been director of the Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research, ISSER, in Ghana for almost a year now. As the director of ISSER, you have been involved in a program called Ghanaian German Center for Development Studies. This is co-led by ZEF and ISSER. What do such programs mean for Ghana, and especially for academic capacity development?
Such a program for us in Ghana and as a developing country, it's so crucial in terms of capacity building. This program we've managed to bring on board within the last 5 years about 23 PhD students, and virtually they've all been supported by this collaboration with ZEF and support from DAD. The program is such that supervisors and students play a lot of role in the completion of their thesis. So in Ghana, for instance, now we are moving into a 4-year PhD program, and the decision to move into that direction, one of the reasons was based on what ISSER has been doing the last 4 years. So it's very, very important for us as an institute, research institute, to link research to graduate program. And also for we, the staff members, we also have arrangement with ZEF where we can come to Germany as visiting scholars, and also ZEF colleagues coming to ISSER as visiting colleagues. So I think it's a win-win arrangement.
So how many students have finished their PhD since the start of the program?
Currently we have about 5 out of the 23 completing their PhD, and here completion means they've defended their thesis and they have their certificates. Mm-hmm. We have about 15 still in the program because it's a 3-year, 4-year program, so we have different batches. So we have about 15 still in the program. We have about 7 currently in the process of submitting their work, and we are hoping that by June we'll have about 4 or 5 also submitting. Okay. For those who've completed, we've also designed an alumni system, so we try to keep track of where they are. For those who've completed, 2 of them are currently lecturers in the University of Development Studies in Northern Ghana. It's one of the new public universities. One has been recruited at the University of Ghana into a center called Center for Social Policy, and then one is a coordinator of a big study that ISSER is organizing with Yale University. Okay, so for now, for those who graduated, they found themselves in employment.
Okay, in the academic scene in Ghana.
Yes, so 3 of them are in academic institutions, mm-hmm. and one is coordinating. We have this big study with Yale University, where we plan organizing panel survey over the next 10 years. So he is the coordinator of that. Yeah. So virtually 3 of them in academic institution, one running a project. So I think for now, I think it's good for us and also for the program.
You said there's also exchange of staff, of senior staff between ZEF and ISSER.
Yes.
What are the specific benefits for the staff from Ghanaian side?
For Ghanaians, for those who've benefited from it, usually they come to ZEF, sit for about a week or 2, and work on their journal papers. They share ideas with ZEF colleagues, critique their paper, and that type of it. So it's more of academic, intellectual work. Yes, for those who've come in so far. And I think speaking to them, they benefited because they move away from the family, they move away from business as usual, and they try and concentrate and do serious academic work. Yes.
Okay, you're also a ZEF alumnus.
Yes, I'm ISSER alumni.
So you're still involved in research cooperation projects such as, for example, the newly founded Globe E biomass project.
Yes.
What is the angle of ISSER to this research on biomass web?
Yeah. For ISSER, I'll say we have a dual role. I'm the focal person for Ghana. So in effect, I have to manage the research program in Ghana. And that allows me to be on the steering committee of the Globe E project. Apart from this role that I'm performing on behalf of ISSER, we also have work programs. And I find myself also on ISSER on some of the work program. So I work on the governance part work program with University of Hohenheim, and then I work on the labor market with University of Bonn. So for now, we have University of Cape Coast also working on the project. But as focal person, I'm supposed to try and make sure that the work in Ghana is coordinated.
Felix, you're also involved in the water and sanitation project, which is funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It's called WATSAN as acronym. Can you tell us something about your role in this research?
Yeah, thank you. This is a project Professor Joachim von Braun is running. Currently, there are in about 4 countries, and Ghana is one of the selected countries. So there's a PhD student on it, and currently I'm working with Professor von Braun on the supervision of the PhD student. For ISSER and for the PhD student, the study is trying to understand the linkage between water and sanitation and the use of children to influence the water quality in the household. So we have an experiment, we are doing an experiment using school children. And the idea is we go to the schools, we give the kids water treatment equipment, water testing equipment, okay. And in the school, the kids themselves test the water, and through the process, they appreciate the importance of quality water. And we are hoping that once they accept that idea of quality of water, it will influence their household. Okay, so we are doing a baseline and an end line survey, and hopefully we'll be able to identify the impact. So the Ghana component of this project is more of the experiment. The other countries are also doing other parts of the project. We are now just about to start the field work, and the PhD student is in Ghana.
You received your doctoral degree from the University of Bonn in 2002,
yes.
And financed by the DAAD.
Yes.
Can you tell us which skills has your interdisciplinary education at CEF brought you for your career? What kind of benefits you had from it?
I mean, I always boast of and proud of being trained in Germany. I mean, I tell my colleagues who were trained in Britain and trained in America that there's something unique, at least for me being in CEF. And this is when you leave, you still have the network. I mean, I still communicate with my supervisor. Now I even work with my supervisor on projects. For most of the activities that I'm engaging in CEF, it's because of my relationship with CEF. I mean, for the PhD program, when the call came, we quickly put it together because of the relationship with CEF. So in terms of what I took from here, I'll say capacity to do interdisciplinary research, which is very, very great, and that is the state-of-the-art research. I mean, the Globe E and others are all interdisciplinary type of research. Networking, and I think that is very, very crucial, and I think that is the difference between, for me, trained in Germany and some of my colleagues trained in Britain. I mean, I still communicate with some of the researchers I met when I was a student in various universities in Germany. Like I said earlier, I still work with my supervisor and we are always in touch. In fact, now we are, myself and my supervisor, we are supervising a student. Okay. And one other thing that I've also learned through this network and being here is fundraising for research. Okay. I have over the time understood what donors want and how to approach this whole fundraising for research. So in just these are the three main areas: doing interdisciplinary research, the networking part, and fundraising for research.
Okay, thank you for this interview.
It's a
We'd
pleasure.
like to give you the latest CEF annual report.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.